I am happy to join with you today.
Once you change your philosophy, you change your thought pattern.
I love America. I love everybody. You, but this Mike here can do more.
And what's good, man? Welcome to the latest edition of the One Way Podcast. I'm your host, Lorenza. How y'all doing out there? All right, thank you for your kind responses and all of that good stuff. But we're continuing to do the podcast thing every day in April. And just as a little update, I know I told you the other day, I don't know when I'll post this podcast. It may be same day, it may be next day. But the other day I told you my baseball team is going to have its first game. The game ended up being canceled. We played what was supposed to be our second game yesterday. We won. We actually beat a team that beat us last week 14-3. We beat that team 14-10, and I'm telling you, I didn't realize that I'll get that kind of satisfaction from watching some kids I'm really not connected to win, but I did. I saw that they were becoming more comfortable in their own skin. There were definitely a few less hiccups than there were in the first couple of times we've actually been on the field with another team. But hey, man, those guys fought hard, man, and we won. And one of the funniest things about that actual win is that it was a couple of players, actually more than a couple, it was about 6, that didn't realize that we'd actually won the game in the first place. So that's really cool to see. You know, some of these kids are really just out here to have fun, and you know, I respect that. I appreciate that. You know, like I always say to other people when I talk about the team, and sometimes I talk to the kids. You know, those of you that really like baseball and really want to play baseball in the future, I'm here to teach you the game. I'm here to teach you, you know, what I consider the right way to do things. You know, teach you the best way I possibly can. And for those of you that don't really like baseball, that just want to be out here with the guys, that just want to be a part of something, hey man, we can make this thing fun. And a combination of both those types of kids and a combination of both those styles of coaching, you know, can lead you to some, you know, some pretty amazing places, some unexpected places, like a win on the first game of your regular season. So shout out to the kids for that. Now, on the more, I guess, an adult level, we see that there's a lot of game 3s that are going to be played on Friday night, 4:20, for those of you keeping score. And I'm predicting that LeBron is going to do his thing. I'm predicting that he's going to do his thing. And I'm actually glad that he's playing Friday night rather than Saturday. Saturday is obviously fight night. Adrian Broner, Jesse Vargas will be, you know, stepping into the ring with each other, and that should be good. Actually, one of the Charlo twins is going to fight, and that's going to be good. So, I mean, looking forward to that, but I'll talk about that a little more in a later podcast. But as far as basketball is concerned, man, the NBA playoffs are dope. For all those people that are talking heads, and I guess I'll be part of those the talking head clique pretty soon, but for all those people that were talking heads, talking about how Kevin Durant and his moves actually ruined the NBA, and LeBron James trying to build super teams ruin the NBA, why are we so entertained by the first round of the NBA playoffs if the regular season and the playoffs, all that good stuff was murdered by the moves of a few players? The regular season wasn't murdered by the moves of a few players, because we definitely had a great regular season. For God's sakes, we're watching Portland play against New Orleans. They are definitely just one game away from each other in the actual standings, but they look like two totally different teams, man. I remember earlier in the week, I was watching ESPN The Jump, or maybe it was Sports Nation. When they say, they always talk about having the best player on a basketball team. Is it possible that even though Anthony Davis would be the best player on the basketball court in this series, it was possible that he could actually lose this series like 4-1. Now the man is up 3-0, and we're talking again about him being one of the best basketball players in the NBA. Fickle, man. We're all fickle. Fans are fickle. But I love basketball. I love the way that the man is playing right now. He's playing like a man possessed. Actually, he's playing like a man who has the point guard named Rondo. And Rondo, number 9, does not get the respect he deserves in the National Basketball Association. Coming up, playing with guys like Kevin Garnett, playing with guys like Ray Allen, playing with guys like Paul Pierce, it gives you a certain moxie. So you take that moxie to other places. Some places ain't ready for that moxie. Chicago, not ready for that moxie, even though they were a better team with Rondo on the court. Dallas, not ready for that moxie, even though they would have been a better team with Rondo on the court. We had discussions of Rondo might the possibility of the possibility that Rondo might not even be in the league this year. And look at him out there, balling, passing, dribbling, doing the Rondo stuff, man. Like, you gotta love Rondo, man. Shout out to one of the homies, man. She used to love this Rondo character when he played in Boston, man. It's just something about him, man. I've always said that Rondo looked like the old 2K default creative player. I really do believe that he still looks like that. But shout out to him, man. And shout out to basketball and the playoffs, and shout out to these NBA playoff commercials with the J. Cole song in them. As a matter of fact, man, we got to talk about that J. Cole a little later on, because it just dropped, and I'm seeing mixed reviews, and I look at the age and the lifestyle of the people that are reviewing these. It's one of those polarizing albums. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. But I guarantee you, later on in life, you'll understand it if you don't like it right now. But it's I give you my opinion when we talk about the album. How about that? Catch me on the podcast. How about that? All right, man. I appreciate y'all listening, man. Once again, you can subscribe to the podcast. I'm getting a lot tongue-tied today. You can subscribe to the podcast via Google Play, iTunes, Spreaker. Hit us up on Podomatic. Hit us up on Stitcher. Really need to fix that link. I'm tired of fixing it, but I'll keep fixing it for y'all. But, yeah, man. It's a good day. Good vibes to you guys out there that are definitely listening, man. Once again, you can hit us up. Talk to One Way. That's TALK, the number 2, One Way at gmail.com. You can also hit us up via text or call the show when we actually do a live show at 706-445-2129. Thank you. We are out. Peace.